Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roam, sure my heart never left her. O'er the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home to Ireland.
Get me the falte 100,000 welcomes to Irish Paint Magic. I want to sincerely thank each and every one of you in your homes for inviting me back onto your screens and into your homes for Series 5 of Irish Paint Magic. We have been inundated with emails and letters, etc., asking us for more and more of the program Irish Paint Magic from both north and south of the border. So I want to sincerely again thank each and every one of you from myself and from the staff here at the studios. So let's get straight away back up onto the canvas. So I'm going to invite you to come back up here onto the canvas, which is a 24 by 18 canvas. And for this program, it's the first program on Series 5. I'm going back to the real county in Ireland, down to County Cork, down to Garryvoe, Strand, just quite near to Ballycotton in East Cork. So this canvas as it is too dry. But what I've done here, I covered all the bottom of the canvas with black gesso, and that's too dry. And the top of the canvas, even though it is double primed, is also too dry. So I've got to get my 2-inch brush, and straight away I go into liquid clear, and I cover all the bottom, or magic clear, whichever you want to call it. Cover all the black part with that liquid clear. Don't be afraid to scrub it on. It's tough or gooey stuff, but it will make your life really, really easy in the world of art when you put this stuff on. But it's like the old song, love and marriage go together like a horse and carriage. You can't have one without the other. So when you put on black gesso, you always put liquid clear or magic clear over the black gesso to make it slip and slide. And that's the only purpose for this, to make it slip. This is a nice area down in East Cork. I used to go to this area quite a lot when I was young. My parents often brought me here. So you'll see as we go along what's happening. Now, I must stress, and I can't stress it enough to you, that you put this on very, very sparingly. I'm spreading it well out now. And most people make the mistake that they put on actually too much. They think it's better, but it'll actually be worse. So that's all the bottom covered with liquid clear. Now, straight away I'm going to go up here to make this slip and slide, and I'm going to cover that with magic white, or liquid white. And again, there was no need whatsoever to wash the brush. You can go straight into it. And again up here, put this on sparingly. Sparingly. In other words, do not put on too much. Otherwise it will make your life very, very miserable. So here we go. And again, now I'm being very, very careful how I should put this on. Now, if you put on too much of the liquid clear down here, and it will actually run later on, and you don't want that to happen. When your painting is very nice, you don't want it to happen. And now you need to know, how do you know that this is right up here, the liquid white? So you put your finger on it, like that, and if you get your fingerprint, it's perfect. If you get a blob of paint, it's too much, and if you don't get your fingerprint, you have too little. So what the idea is to get your own fingerprint, and you know it's perfect. So come back up here again now. And now we're going to go into some blue, a little bit of blue. And up in here to the corners, this is phthalo blue now. So be careful, it's a bit strong now, and down in East Cork we don't have that many blue skies that will be that blue. So I'm going to put a little bit of black into it. And when I talk about black here, and a lot of artists will say, that old fella from Cork, what is he talking about? You shouldn't use any black. This is a different black. It's a special formula black. Very, very suitable for Ireland. So, actually, I would imagine in the formula there's probably crimson mixed in with it. It warms it up. Now, I'm going to go right down the canvas, very, very, very gentle. Right down. Crisscross strokes, that's an exaggeration now. Crisscross. Right down. By the way, I should explain that I have a little bit of tape here dividing the black from the white to give the horizon. So I'll show you that later. Right down, crisscross strokes. And up now I'm going to get a little bit more black up here. I want a little shower to come in over Garryvoe Strand. A little bit. And a little bit more blue up there. And remember now that the black and the blue are still mixing with each other to tone each other down. And right down to the horizon. I want you to pick up the fan brush. There's a number 6 fan brush. And load it well with titanium white. And come right up here to the canvas. Now I want you to hit this canvas at random and don't go to any great detail. And push up. Make a bit of noise now. Up, and whatever you do, make sure that you don't kill all that lovely dark colours. And every time you come off that canvas, wipe the brush. And here, make the noises because the paint will jump off the brush if you make noises, especially if they're Cork noises. Talk to the canvas. Pushing up now, pushing up. And down. And wipe the brush. And here. Right over the horizon. Don't go to any detail whatsoever. Most of you are making the mistake that you're going to too much detail and you're spending the whole week because clouds float around. You're spending the whole week painting clouds. Don't do that. Hit them and get away from them and talk to them. Talk to the clouds. Sit down there. And up she goes, in and out, watching the dark areas all the time that you might. Now, get your 2-inch brush and very, very gently go across all that sky, very gently, and whisper to it, talk to it. Sit down, Mr. Sky. Sit down there. Thank you, Mr. Sky. Thank you. And get away from it. Get away from it. Go away from it. So now, with the, I'm going to come right down here to this area now, and with the 1-inch brush, I'm going to get some blue, a bit of black and blue, and I'm going to put it into the liquid. Be careful now, and even as I speak, that blue is quite strong, and be careful you don't have it too strong. And that is quite strong now, but what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put some black into it, and that'll tone it down again. The same as I put it in up here in the sky. Black and blue. I have lots of friends down here in Ballycotton. Lots of artists live down in East Cork. Some brilliant artists. They put their paintings on show on a regular basis. On down this area. There's blue and black now. So all I'm putting in is blue and black. No more. Now, I want you just to come up close because I had a bit of tape here. And just to show the horizon, that's all. There was no other reason for that tape. So I'm going to pull it off because I need to get it off now. And I need to coax this right up onto the horizon now. All this paint. Because it's quite dry up here where I took off the tape, it's quite dry. So I'm just going to coax the paint and the liquid clear right up to the horizon. Take your time. It's a good way to do horizons at sea, you know. Put on the tape, masking tape. I know there's people going to be giving out to me, that bloody fella from Cork giving out about him. He shouldn't use masking tape. You use whatever make your life easy, you do that. Don't listen. Listen to everybody when you're learning, and when you're experimenting, you try everything. Try everything. And if it works for you, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Don't let people criticize how you paint. Just get a good kick out of it. Enjoy yourself. And now that's all black and blue there. Do you know what I'm going to put in? And I see it down this area quite a lot when I'm passing. Is a little bit of green. I don't know why green. I have a good friend down here in Ballycotton, David Neal. He's a fisherman. Great man for conservation and wonderful worker in fishery boards and things like that. And I was asked, David, why is there so much green in the sea? Is it algae or is it weed or what is it? I don't know. But anyway, there is quite a lot of green out there, and I see it quite a lot in Youghal. All down in East Cork, you see a lot of green. I often stop and watch it. Now I'm going to go into 3 colours with the 1-inch brush. Yellow ochre, and I'm going to put that here, all along there. Yellow ochre. We're getting a little bit coming into shallow water. You'll see what will happen in a moment. You'll see what will happen. There's yellow ochre. A little bit of dark sienna right under it. Dark sienna. More dark sienna there. And let it intermingle with the yellow ochre up there. So you don't know where one started or the other finished. And Van Dyke brown, which is quite dark down here. Van Dyke brown. And let that mix in with the dark sienna just above it. Dark sienna. And they're all mixed together now. So you have Van Dyke brown, dark sienna, yellow ochre, and then you have the blues and the greens outside. Blues and greens outside. Now.
Feel safe, feel secure. ATA Secured. Feel safe, feel secure. ATA Secured.
I said that we'd read out some of the emails and that came to us, and indeed letters and everything. And I said maybe for this show that we'll read a few of every. We can't read them all because we just can't get them into the program. Then our director of programs, he's as wicked as hell again, you know. Even with the success of all the other ones, you know, I fell off the chair one day. I saw him actually smiling. But anyway, here goes. This one is from Greystones in County Wicklow, and it says, "Dear Mr. Willis, thank you for showing us how to paint enjoyably. I will write to TG Carr and will ask for your Irish Paint Magic series to be continued. Yours faithfully, G. Gray." And then we have from the nursing home, the Lawn, Castlebar, County Mayo, says hello from Sister Bridie Carty and all the patients who look into the series every week. And I'd like to sincerely say hello, Bridie. I know Bridie quite well, and to thank you for writing into the show. Also, a good friend of mine, Sister Mary, has left Nazareth House in Mallow, and she's gone to Sligo, to the Nazareth House in Sligo. And I want to wish Sister Mary all the best, because she is a Sligo woman and she's gone back to Sligo now with a Cork accent. So don't take it out on her up there. She's a lovely person and going back to her own patch. And we have one from Beachview, Clonskee Road in Dublin 14. And dear Mr. Willis, I did enjoy your Irish Paint Magic series very much. And I was very despaired when it was not on show last week. And I hope this does not mean that the show has been finished. If so, I do hope that another series follows immediately. Well, I can honestly say it is not finished. We have now been commissioned for the series number 5. So cheer up, sit back, and enjoy the program. Now I'm going into liner brush and a little bit of liquid white bit of titanium white, and I'm just going to come up here onto the C, and with the letter X, I'm just going to hit and miss this here all along, and to start to pick up some of the colour. Don't want any great detail, it's quite a bit out there now. And we'll start to pick up various colours that we put in there, the blues and the greens. And just as though the water is breaking further out. Before I go any further now, I'm just going to pick up some of that colour. With the knife, I'm changing there. I go right up to the horizon. Now I'm going to cut that horizon in. Right up to the horizon. Just cut it in with the knife. But make sure now this is horizontal. You can't have this up and down too much when you're over there on the horizon. Now, but what I want you to do is come up close to, for the moment, because I have a little bit of contact paper. You know me by now anyway. And I need to get this contact paper off all along there. And you have Ballycotton Island just out there off of the Strand. It's not that far out, it's just out there a little bit. Just a little bit. Now you need to go right back up there again with the knife and break that up a little bit there. Now I'm going to go back to the liner brush, clean it, a little bit of black, and I'm going to go right up here. The lighthouse is way up there. Straightening up some of those walls over there. Right up to there. Don't go to any great detail now. It's a mile or two out there, so you won't have any great detail. These mahal sticks, you can buy them in the shop or make one yourself. It's only to rest your hand in them. Sign writers use them and things like that. I don't know, sir. There are any sign writers anymore. There's all computers now. Now, and down here, I'm just going to darken down here on the shore. Some of that will be quite dark and dense where it will be eroded over the years. Thousands, millions of years of erosion, I suppose, all along there. I'm going to hit and miss this again. Again, ups and downs. But I'm making the strokes a little bit bolder as I come in close. A little bit. Little bit bolder now. All along. As I'm down here in East Cork now, I want to say hello to all the Fitzgeralds in Ballyspillane, in Middleton, to Abby and Jack, Mike and Pauline, and all the artists in the Middleton area and down around Ballycotton there in Garryvoe. Now I'm going to pick up the number 4 fan brush and I'm going to load it well, liquid white and titanium white. Both. Loaded well. About half and half, I'd imagine. Well loaded. And I want the cameras to come right up here because we're coming close enough here now, and I'm going to push up with the brush. I'm going to make the noise. Again, same titanium white and liquid white. All along, and the soft will break on there to the strand. Right down, whisper to it. Sit down. Right down, whisper. Come on down, Mr. Wave. Thank you, thank you. I'm going now to change to the back to the 2-inch brush here. And I'm going to go straight in with titanium white. It's very important now that this is titanium white. Put it straight down. Put it straight down. Belly cotton is just up here around the corner. Just up here around the corner. Now, and very gently go across it. Very gently. Whisper to it. Whisper to it. Whisper. Right down. I want to get a shimmer, a wetness on the sand. To make it look wet. Make it look wet. I'm going to get the fan or the knife. This is a special knife now. This is a brilliant knife. It has a long edge and it has a short edge. It's brilliant for mixing paint, making mountains, anything you wish to do in the world of art. It's not the traditional type of knife. So just note it, it's a special knife. And if you want this or any of the materials, just look at the program and there's an address there where you can get everything mail order. And don't be fooled by other types of equipment. This is the real thing, and look at the address and the phone number on the program. So look at this, come right up here. I'm going to pick up, pull out that titanium white flat, pull it out flat and cut across it. And pick up a roll of paint, that roll of paint in the back of the knife. Just pick up that roll and come up here and push that down like that, and push that roll of paint off the back of the knife. Push it off the back of the knife. Go on, get off the knife. Get off, Mr. Paint. And now I'm going to get the brush and I'm going to pull that back. I don't touch the front of that. I don't touch the front of the wave, only the back. And get it to meet the one that's coming in from outside. Pull it out to meet the one outside. Try not to touch the front. Back up there. Now I want the camera to come back up again, pretty close here, because I have more contact paper here. Boat line there, I don't know whose boat that is, certainly not mine. And with the filbert brush, I go in under it to create a shadow. A little, there's a bit of blue in that, blue and Van Dyke brown. Just to create a little bit of shadow there. In under that. That would go that way. There's a bit of crimson in there. Pick up that color. Pick up that color. Put it down. Back to the Van Dyke brown. Bit of blue, bit of crimson. Don't go to any great detail. Put it right down. And then very gently go across. Go across to give that shadow reflection down into the water there. Right down. Now get your knife again. Come in under that there. And set those water lines back in. Those reflections in under the under the water line you set all along. You know, the last 4 series was so successful. Thousands of people ringing in and saying they want more. People from the north of Ireland. Lots of people up there from Newry, Antrim, Down, Fermanagh, everywhere tuned in. And we are delighted to be with you. Absolutely delighted to be with you. And why not ring the old station and keep telling them you want more? We have them from Kerry and Cork and Galway, Limerick, you name it. And everybody say more, give us more. And isn't that great? It encourages everybody to do it. I'm just going to go back to the liner brush again. Just put a little bit of black. Little bit of black. And I'm going to get my mahal stick again. just to steady my hand and just up here. Your little bios flying in there. Keep an eye on everybody. And so there we have Garryvoe Strand down in East Cork. Just a few little of just to hold the oars in there. Down in East Cork, and that's Ballycotton Lighthouse outside us there. The real county in Ireland, County Cork. What else would I say? The people in the studio here are shaking their heads and saying they thought us up here in North County Dublin was the real county. So, until we meet again, got a meal of mahagut, Slán Lat, and God bless you all, my friends.
Ireland, my Ireland, oh, I'm coming home. Though I roam, sure my heart never left her. O'er the dark rolling sea, she is calling to me. Oh, I'm coming back home.